Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. I hope you well and rested, and so are your families. Boy, oh boy. When I tell you this spiritual warfare going down, it's going down, family. Okay. I mean, whew, I've had to do, a message and then, do a little workout to release some of that energy. Say a prayer or two. Okay. You may be doing that right now. You may be cleansing your space, cleansing your energy field. Okay. This is what I am hearing and feeling. So welcome over to all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. We're over here. We're going to keep it real. Okay. So sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names when guided too. Okay. Family Divine has told me what I have been doing is channeling all and every single last energy that there's out here. Okay. The messages have been coming out just very, very different. um, some of the messages have been like, what in the heck is going on? The divine let it just brought me a lot of clarity. I am picking up on energy signatures throughout the galactic realm. Okay. When I tell you the energy is real, the energy is real. But there is something that just, I feel like, yes, as I look over, renewal is here. Okay. It's something about renewing the energy. This is going to be that type of energy where it comes in because this is energy you may have never felt before. And it's just because you've never picked up on it. This could be energy that is wanting you to compromise some sort of renewal. Okay. Maybe it's the renewal of the energies, but nevertheless, welcome over to all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. I love you and the divine loves you. Okay. Also to address questions I've seen. I don't know how people are going to feel about this statement, but it is something that I have been told to say. I'm Black American. We're not racist. We're just mirrors. So if anyone felt like I was racist, I can't be a racist, but I can be a mirror. So if that mirror is giving that person that feeling, I apologize. Okay. But without further ado, and unapologetically, let's continue with the message. A1s, who are my day ones, I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I love you and the divine loves you. Okay. Ooh, thank you for everything you do for our space family. Let's get ready to tap into this message, okay? At this time, Divine, we are grateful. And I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this reading, all readings, and all the time. I ask that you keep us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, anything other than love and light, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe and thank you. Okay. So, family, with this compromise, I feel like somebody wanted you to compromise the renewal of your rebirth. Okay. It says you are entering in a phase of renewal and fresh energy. Have you been feeling worn out? It's time to refresh yourself, whether by resisting or changing your environment. New energy is on the way. Okay. Somebody wanted you to compromise this renewal. I'm telling you, they wanted you to compromise this renewal of your new energy that is coming in. This could have been some sort of agreement or some sort of reconciliation or a consideration of energies around you. Somebody was hoping that your rebirth did not bring you into your purpose, furthering your purpose. I heard furthering your purpose. Okay. So you have in here, what is this? Endorsement. Okay. What is that? Somebody couldn't bribe someone. That was you. They couldn't bribe you, nor could they get you to commit. Okay. They couldn't get you to make a commitment here. If somebody could have wanted to tempt you as well, they couldn't get you to compromise the renewal of your rebirth. Okay. And this could have been some sort of contract they tried to put over you to bind you or to obstruct you. And that too is in the reverse. meaning it couldn't be done. You're not willing to compromise the renewal of your rebirth. Your rebirth, I feel like you are leveling up. Okay. This is the energy I'm getting. It's like you have set so long in one energy. It feels to me like you have mastered this energy. Okay. Or energies. Okay. Let's keep it real. You may have mastered many energies that had some sort of rights here, some sort of magic. Okay. I feel like these energies were trying to get you to compromise your renewal by placing some sort of witchcraft or magic on you. I ain't lying. Look at this here. Boy, I tell you, that's exactly what they wanted you to do. So you may be in an environment that practices witchcraft. Okay. Tell me more, spirit. You may have gained knowledge of this. Okay. I feel like with this right here, with this gain, I feel like you've gained knowledge of this. You've gained knowledge that individuals have been trying to put some sort of ritual or witchcraft. I can't even say it because clear clear my crown down, please and thank you, divine. Yes, you have gained some sort of knowledge that you live in a community that may practice witchcraft, and they try to do some sort of ritual or some sort of witchcraft over you. Boom. I can't make it up. The divine came in talking about stop. Period. Mm-hmm. Wow. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah. See, they didn't want something to go viral. They didn't want instant fame here or somebody here. It says instant fame going around quickly or gaining popularity. Okay. Somebody was doing some sort of witchcraft on something that you're doing. They didn't want it to go viral. This could be, you could have a channel. Okay. You could have something that you're working on. Okay. Then we have a disturbance. Yes, they wanted to cause some sort of disturbance to your channel or to whatever it is that you're doing that could possibly go viral. That came out in the reverse disturbance, right? Because they were trying to affect your goals, okay? They did not, they wanted to disturb your goal, okay? Goal came out in the reverse. I feel like whomever you are dealing with, they definitely tried to put some witchcraft on you. You may have had a lot of people coming up into your place when you weren't there, okay? All right. And I feel like others around you knew that was a no-go or that wouldn't have been a good idea for them to do that, but they still did it. And they did it because in their eyes, even though you're renting or whatever's going on, in their eyes, that's not your spot. That's not on period at 244. That's not your place. That's their place. Well, no, that's against the law. That's against the law to enter. I don't give a damn where you stay. You paying rent, that's against the law to enter. Somebody entered in and they took something and they thought they were going to get some sort of car or they thought they were going to get some sort of material gift. Okay. They thought they were going to get something that they had desired. Okay. By causing you some sort of disturbance to whatever it is that you do. All right. This energy right here is petty. Okay. Very petty energy. Okay. And it feels to me like the same old energy that just is always around. Okay, you got a lot of that around. These are the energies that are be taking their vacations. Okay, wherever they be going, they be taking vacation. Some of them are romantic, some of them are one night stands, some are just a once in a lifetime type of opportunity. But this is what they be wanting to do. They want to travel, but then it came out on the fence, so it's like this is giving me the energies of vacations being taken and oh, and there was a big bird that just flew by. Vacations that be taking place, off of others' perseverance, off of others' energy. These may be ooh, I just heard that. So you may have people that have always been around you and they're living, I want to just tell you, family, they're living a lie. Okay. They're living a lie. They're living actually very immaturely because you're gonna have people around that are doing things, right? And the things that they are doing, they're doing these things Okay. But other responsibilities aren't being met. Okay. This is kind of like faking the flaunt or something like that, faking, right? You could, family, you can get on a plane, a train, a bus, or whatever anytime you want, right? But your main responsibility is making sure you and your home is taken care of. You have it if you want to go, but you are about responsibilities. I'm picking up the energies out here. They're really not about responsibilities. They're about living off of other people's perseverance. Okay. It's like somebody out here is living through what you've experienced. And that's weird to say, but that's what it is. It's like, well, if they could do it, so can I. Not really, because they ain't even been through shit. They ain't been through half of the shit you've been through, family. They could not do it. Okay. They have not been faced with any of the challenges you've been faced with. First of all, most of this energy I'm picking up on, they ain't been alive long enough to even experience what you've experienced. Okay. But you do have energies that compare themselves to you. Okay. And they look at you and say, well, if they can do it, so can I. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. I'm not saying that you can't, but I am going to tell you, you're going to have to do the work. A lot of people are out here wanting to do shit without doing the work. Tell me more, spirit. Look, I can't make it up. The fate is in the reverse, okay? Um, what is this? So this is what it was. Wow, that's crazy. Somebody could have wanted to step into your shoes or do something that you do. Okay. You may be a reader, you may not be a reader, but somebody watches a platform and they figured they could take something from you, put you through some things, make you compromise by having you go through a bunch of challenges. Okay. They wanted you to compromise by going through a bunch of challenges. They wanted to cause a disturbance, but the disturbance did not happen. Okay. You're not going through any disturbances with this energy. All right. But they did want you to compromise through causing some sort of chaos and disturbance in your life because I'm telling you what I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on energies that gave zero fucks because all they want to do is try to impress new boos. That's what it is for these people. Okay. This new generation of folk, they don't have moral standards and values. It's about who got what, who's doing what, who's looking good doing it. Um, it's a very competitive energy, but what they're competing for doesn't hold any weight. They're competing for materialistic things. They're competing for popularity. They're competing for likes, shares, and all this other weird shit. And that's not what it's about. It's first about grounding yourself. No offense intended, but who the fuck are you, right? That's what I'm picking up on. Like, who the fuck are you? Where are your moral standards and values? How do you feel about yourself? Why don't you care about yourself enough to know that you are your only competition? They wanted you to take a loss, and you will not. And you will not. Okay. They wanted you to take a loss and you will not. And that is what the divine is saying. As you see, that came flying out. See, they wanted you to go through a lot of shit and take some sort of loss. You're not going to take a loss. Now, what they will do is fuck around and find out that everything they send to you will go back to them because you've done nothing to anybody but take care of yourself, survive, and get past all these demons that you have around you. Okay? That's all you're here to do, family, is keep moving with the Most High in mind at all times, in your mind, body, and soul, and in your heart. That's all you move with. Anything else that's coming in that's trying to compete, trying to cause chaos, trying to do this, do that, you don't have time for it. You're not dealing with it. You don't give a damn how upset they get because you're no longer giving them your attention. See, because a lot of people are playing on your heartstrings because they know you're that caring person. But don't let these people play on your heartstrings, especially when you know deep down inside they're jealous, they're envious, and they're upset with you because you speak the truth. Okay? Tell me more. I can't make it up. They are furious because you're not taking any losses. They're pissed at that. Okay, because that was their whole thing. They wanted you to take a loss. They're pissed. They're furious that they cannot make you lose. Tell me more. Look, readiness, ready. Look, they're waiting for you to take a loss so they can run in, rush in. They gonna sit there. They wasn't ready for you. They were never ready for you. Just because you have a kind heart, that does not mean that you are naive. The divine creator of all living things is not gonna let you be naive. Hmm. Okay, after the shuffle. Okay. The divine is not gonna let you be naive. Period. So the vows that were made, they have been broken. Okay, with these people, with these energies, with their toxicity, the vows that they made for whomever they made them with, they have been broken. Okay. Yeah. Now they're overloaded. They're overloaded because they were working too hard on trying to bring you down versus working hard on trying to make themselves rise to the occasion. Okay. Whew. Yeah. See, they was too hell bent on trying to have you caught up in some sort of accident or something like that. And you don't have time for that because first of all, you ain't moving. Ugh, I do not like these people. I ain't lying, family. I don't like these people. I don't like energy that is just really vindictive, really hateful, uh, envy, jealousy, mad. I don't like energy like that. I don't like competitive energy that like what you competing with me for? Compete with yourself. That's the only person, that's the only energy you got to prove anything to is yourself. You don't got to prove nothing to nobody else. Period. Yeah. This was the last straw. This accident here was the last straw. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, somebody's pride. First of all, they see you don't walk around with pride. If anything, you're full of humility. You don't walk around in pride, but somebody's pride is in the gutter. Okay, it's in the gutter because they've been fake their whole damn life. Their whole existence was fake. All they were trying to do was impress their friends, trying to live a life that you live, not being exactly who you are, because you don't get down like that. Like you mind your business and stay out the damn way because it's not for you to compete with anybody. God didn't put you here to compete with anybody. God put you here to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? You build. Oh, I just heard that looking at this. You build within your means. You build within your means. Okay. That is what the divine has always wanted for you. And that's why you're able to be calm during times where a lot of people will probably become very outraged. Okay. And that's because they're not moving with the most high God. They're not moving in a high vibing. Oh, look at spirit talking. They're not moving on a high vibrational level. They're moving very low vibrational energy. They need to be taught. They need to be taken under someone's wing. But whatever the case may be, they need to quit fucking with you because you're not built like that. You're not built for the chaos, the drama, the mishaps, and none of that bullshit. And you damn sure ain't built into no sexual contact and all this weird shit that folks are now exchanging energy through, which is the highest exchange of energy, is through sexual contact. You don't move like that. Okay? Yeah. You may be out here slaying, and you might be able to throw hands too. And folks is trolling, okay? Because see, you had a lot of bullies growing up with this throw hands coming out. I can't make it up. You out here slaying family, okay? But you might know how to throw hands. Especially when you got people sitting here trolling and bullying you. And I feel like somebody here, could have been a bully, okay? And they could have gotten some people to troll you, monitor you, whatever the case may be, because they are afraid that you can throw hands. But you ain't about doing that either. But you will protect yourself because you are supposed to. That is your God given right, right? But see, you got somebody out here that's a straight up bully and came fucking with you, not knowing what your profession is. Hmm? Damn. Okay. Yeah, this was a collaboration. This was a team effort. Hmm. This was a team effort trying to get you to compromise your renewal. Shit, the hell you will. Shit, they had Heartfile coming for you because you've graduated. This is graduation day for you. You're leveling up. You've learned a lot of hard knock life lessons, and you've acquired a lot of wisdom in doing it. These people out here, they have mixed emotions. They're unclear about their feelings. They're very wishy-washy. That's why you have this in the reverse, because you got a lot of people, they don't really know where they stand. They don't really know. Look, I promise you, most of the fucking people coming for you or have tried to do some sort of weird ass bullshit, witchcraft, all this weird shit they got going on, family. I guarantee you this is how they was looking. They was dealing with third wheels and now they shook. And so and they salty. Okay, because it's like, why are you trying to be on somebody else's downfall so tough? First of all, okay, family, first of all, you've been here. Wherever you're at, you've been here. This is where you are from. Okay, many of the energies that are around you, they're not from here. And I'm speaking to like between the 30-45-year-old energy. Okay, you've been here. They've been dealing with a lot of third wheel energy, and this and now they know. Okay, now they know. These were enemies. Okay, these are people that you couldn't trust. Okay, they're starting to figure out now. They're feeling twisted and shook because the plot twist was very unexpected events and sudden change for them, and they're salty about it. But they're salty about it because the divine had already told them stop. Your angel team, your ancestors then already came in and told them stop. But see, they didn't know how to because they got in bed with third wheel parties. Now they're shook and feeling salty. Well, what you shook and feeling salty for? Because you had all of the indicators, you had all of the signs, but did they listen? No. So you just pulled your energy all the way back and let the divine step in. That's where your alliance is at. Period. You don't give a damn about nothing nobody's doing. If they ain't talking about the most high or something productive and positive, you don't have time. You don't give a damn about the woe is me stories, the and all that. I don't give a damn because you, first off, some people are just too damn old. They know better. They know better, family. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Some people are too damn old to try to play fucking dumb. I'm serious. It's like don't come and try to pull on my heartstrings and play on me because it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Because if some of them could be your elder. Some of them should be someone that could be able to, guide the younger generation coming up. But instead, there's a poor excuse. That's a poor excuse. They can't protest shit because these are energies that haven't done a damn thing to really contribute to too much of anything. This is the energy I'm picking up on. They can't really protest nothing because everything they have done has shown where their heart was, where their minds, bodies, and souls were. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, this is your energy. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at your future. Okay, you're preserving things. Okay, you are living within your means. Okay, you are saving your energy as well. Okay, you may even be saving your pentacle. Take it how it resonates. Exactly. See, somebody has made a promise to you, and this has caused a conflict to others. Look, somebody has promised something to you, maybe spiritually, maybe energetically. Okay, this is causing others a conflict because their mask has come off. They've been puppeteered by these third parties. They've just been puppeteered by the third party. You've always been who you were. I don't know what they thought. You have not changed. You have been who you've always been. You've been solid. You don't mess with nobody. You stay to yourself. You mind your business. And that's why you always receive aid from the Most High God, your angels, your ancestors, and your spirit team. This is why you are always assisted, because you don't come around to cause no conflict, but you don't like no bullshit in your face because you ain't no people pleaser no more. And that's another thing that they're pissed off about. You pulled your energy back off of trying to help these people because you've observed don't nobody else come running to their aid. And the ones that are in their face, man, well, let them have them in their face. To each his own. Okay. But you were over giving to people. You were being the Mr. Nice Guy, nice gal syndrome, doing anything and everything for these people. They are pissed the fuck off that you have pulled your energy back up off of them. Because see, you were assisting people through you being assisted. The Most High God came in, but then you realized you were assisting people who were putting curses on you, trying to have some sort of nightmare control over your dreams, trying to keep you introverted. You're not an introvert, you're an extrovert. But when you do go into solitude, that's where you really build. That's where the real estate comes in. You're a builder and you build within your means. See, a lot of people sit up here and they think, oh, they got this, they got that. Da, da, da. Bitch, I shop Temu. We're playing with a real one. Okay. Before I didn't know about Temu, it was Amazon. And I was like, oh my God, because Amazon be kicking your ass. But you are within your means. You build within your means. And whatever you build, the divine brings in that abundance. And that abundance lives within you. Okay? It's like whatever you put your mind to, family, you gonna be able to see your way through with the Most High God's assistance and help coming from your angels and your spirit team. These people was looking at you like a whole snack. You are not a fucking snack for nobody. And that's where the shit came to an end. They're like, oh, we're going to come in and just eat them up. No, what you about to do is figure out something else, because this is where things come to an end. Because first of all, family, you don't move like that. You don't move trying to take from nobody. So when people come in and try to take for you, you just call on the divine and ask the divine to work all that shit out. And you isolate and you meditate and you go into who you need to be. You stay out of the way. And you got receipts for everything you've ever had, literally. You got receipts for the shit that's been happening. You've got the evidence, okay? These folks is guilty as charged and they have been exposed, and that's another thing that is pissing them off. A lot of them have brought their own endings in because of the receipts that you have. Somebody also validated some of your receipts. They brought their own endings to themselves because you haven't done nothing to nobody, but they were lying on you though. Somebody's telling them now. Okay. They're getting told right now. You know what I'm saying? You, first of all, listen to the advice. Second of all, don't believe everything you fucking hear, and get rid of your prejudicenesses and get rid of your biasnesses and get rid of your prejudgments. I feel like there is an external love here for you. Okay. That will last a lifetime. You will grow old together for whoever this message is resonating with. But trying to maneuver, manipulate a situation, okay? That's not the way you do things. You don't do it through lying, being deceitful and manipulative. That's not how you rekindle. It says soul happy rekindle connection. That is what you're bringing back into your life, family. And it is not going to be done through the way these people are doing things. There's an origin to this. There is an origin to this, into planting those seeds and cultivating and getting things to grow. You don't do things the way everybody else does them. You do things through genuine Let me put it to you like this. Whatever you do, it comes from your heart. Bottom line. You don't do it for ulterior motives. You don't do it because you want somebody to, oh, yay, and all that. You ain't, whatever you give, whatever you bring, whatever you have that is within you, it's all from the heart. Your gifts were given to you from the Most High, the divine. It's all coming from the heart. Everything comes from the heart. Anything you bring comes from the heart until you pull yourself back and look, Spirit said, and that is good news. Anything you do comes from the heart, and that's good news. You're not doing it because you want somebody to be like, oh yeah, I did this, you did this, I did this for you. You looking like I didn't even know. Somebody told me, oh yeah, you did the channel because of me. Excuse me, this channel got started way back. Well, I wasn't even in the state. And my first couple of videos, I think they were like in 2020. And I was scared shitless because I was teaching myself. Okay. My first videos out, I was in Texas. Wasn't even here. You know what I'm saying? Where I am now. You feel me, family? So it was like, what? And then when the person said it, I kind of just looked at him and was like, this motherfucker's crazy. I met you in 23. My first videos are like 2022. I mean 2020. I didn't, move back to 2022, and I'm looking at the person like, and I didn't meet you until 2023. So, like people here are like, I feel like somewhat delusional. Okay, somewhat delusional. They want to lie and make it seem like you don't even know this motherfucker. Not like that. And a lot of people get pissed off because your spirit guides be having you spill the beans, revealing secrets. Okay, can't be out the bag. I'm telling you, you be dealing with a lot of untrustworthy people. These are the type of people that'll run around and tell somebody you stole their fucking idea. But then they'll sit in your face and tell you, oh no, I don't deal with that. I don't deal with this. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in this. Okay, well then how did you give me this idea then? Family, that's the kind of weird shit that goes on. Okay. So I just want you to enter and understand, family, that keep being you, keep being who the divine has created you to be. And that is you. You are not in competition with nobody. If anything, you are working towards being better yourself. If you're in competition with anybody, it's yourself. But these are energies that are right here. They get upset and they get mad because they're like, oh, they're over there just living, oh, and oh, they're just making money, and oh, I could do that, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, go do it. I ain't here to stop you. I'm not here to hate on you. If you can do it, do it. Matter of fact, I'm a clap for you. Get to it. Shit. Okay? But man, quit coming for me because I ain't did shit to you. The only reason people come for you, family, is because they're jealous and envious of you. And that is it. And that is all. Bottom line, end of story. Okay, family. So I'm going to leave this message here. Hopefully it resonates. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. At this time, divine, I love you. We love you. I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.